Yeah, I'm here to offer a salute to everyone that works the 9 to 5, as someone that works 9 to 5. To give a little bit of briefing of my background, I was in the military for 7 years. So this is like my first big boy job, so I'm still fresh and green to this shit. But, I feel like that gives me the privilege to paint a new perspective on this brand new canvas. Also being a stay-at-home dad, right? Going to school. So on this job, I'm noticing that things that have been in the old programming, I noticed that in the new world, the 5-dimensional world of love, we are abundant. So everything that we perceive that we're missing out of or we're lacking is actually, the lack concept is dead now. I know it still takes a minute to cycle all the way out, so I'm not undervaluing someone's experience, but it's like, listen, like, experiencing is being observant. You're being observant. You're absorbing from the collective day-to-day worker. And it's more and goes into that. But it's like, the things that you're triggered by at work, you don't feel as comfortable. So you wouldn't react as comfortable. You wouldn't react to escaping with some of your vices as you would at home. You wouldn't, it's like we expect ourselves to be creating content, and we're not creating for ourselves, I should say. But at home, we're so excited. We start the day excited, we end excited to get home to create. And then what's the first thing we do with that potential? We procrastinate, and we are focused on getting comfortable into our lower animalistic natures. Or if you're like me, it's kind of like sluggish to taking off the uniform, settling in. You're jumping right into different roles, and it's not a proper integration. And I want to say, for the past, present, and the future, I'll be speaking in the past, present, and future terms because it's all integrated, right? But like I said, you wouldn't be a chance to respond. You're destroying generational curses, habits. You're setting the example for your children. You're setting the discipline by getting up, waking up, not by just going to somewhere that you hate, being mechanical. This the discipline took your feelings away. This is the way of the world. No, you're learning new abilities, new people abilities, new unfamiliar environments, new schedulings, new dynamics with competition, and all these things you can integrate into the home to teach and break these down to smaller lessons. You're using your imagination. You're using your creativity. Like, the 9 to 5 program started when we were kids, but it was different when we were kids because we always imagined when we were at school we were daydreaming, or we were focused on the crush, or looking forward to this sports that we made our entire lives during that life cycle, right? So salute to everyone. I'm not devaluing, what I'm saying. Again, I'm just painting this perspective of looking at it. We are abundant. We are not in lack. And I know it's a new world because it's like the higher ups aren't even looking at, on a smaller scale, the actual workers that are touching their products, the intent that you're putting out these products with, the spells, your intention, where they might make a product that is to manipulate somebody, but then that person buys it off of a shelf or whatever, or your energy, and it's transmuted to a percentage level with your aura, or with a generation's worth of aura, or an army's, a legion's worth of aura of spiritual teachers, healers, diviners, instructors. So salute to everyone working the 9 to 5, just gifting you a new perspective, outlook from how I'm working this. And also you have those people that you judge that are like, oh, they work a job for 6 months and they leave or something like that. It's like, you get into the job, finding the job for one is starting and challenging, and then you master the challenge of learning and upscale. Master the challenge of learning that job, upscale again, master the challenge of learning on that scale, and are reaping the benefits of that, and are just upping yourself, upping the value within yourself. You don't need to stay somewhere, work your way up the ladder like the rat wheel. When you're bouncing around, you're getting those different experiences, and that's what I wanted to say on that. So, thank you guys. Salute to you. Much love. Working a 9 to 5, go and get that money. Providing examples, providing endurance, providing discipline, providing patience, providing everything that you're bringing home and more on a higher octave scale that's been transmuted, destroying generational curses and triggers at the workplace, at the workforce, and unfamiliarity, building up your shell. Like I said, it's the new world. So even in the new world, it's like when you go into overtime because you are being like on a percentage level overachiever. Now imagine a whole world of overachievers where there's a tree that's blocking the road. It's nobody's job to move the tree, but a couple of people that have that inkling, like that's their thing, is that they move that tree to pave the way, to clear a way, to say, wow, I cleared, paved the way, mentally and physically. Enough people that do that is not a job. It's volunteers, and the currency is the energy, it's the exchange. It's somebody that else's ability is to gift people that they see putting in the work, and they do that, and they get those values from going out and foraging or couponing or bargain hunting, and they provide those resources to those people that are doing that job. And when everyone's doing that, everyone's doing their unique thing, everything, a bunch of stuff is getting done simultaneously that you wouldn't even be aware of, that you wouldn't even have to worry about, because it's not some sanctioned job where then somebody has to be at the very top branch and delegate down. Everybody's delegating horizontally, not vertically, the illusion. Everybody's delegating holistically, not linearly, like you're thinking. Like, I saw this post and it said, it is your intent and then it's the goal. And it's the straight line. But really, it's your intent, another point, another point, another point, back, loop-de-loop, back, down, down again, up, curve, down again, to that point. And when you see it, it makes a lot of sense with the vibrations and the frequencies. There's a new heaven and a new earth that is within you, is surrounding you. So it's like, just that way of looking at it, and I'm thinking about it that way. But like I said, I love y'all. Stay vibrating high, riding high. Take me to your observer. Peace.